welcome to this short video that will introduce you to the AAT qualification. The AAT is the world's leading professional body for accounting technicians, with over 140,000 members worldwide. The AAT qualification is focused on producing high-quality accounting technicians that help to run efficient finance functions across all kinds of business organisation. By completing an AAT qualification, you will gain the knowledge needed to be a valuable member of an accounting team and a qualification that is recognised by accounting professionals across the world. Over the next few minutes, we're going to explain the AAT qualifications and their related exams. The AAT qualification is made up of 3 levels. These are the Foundation Certificate in Accounting, the Advanced Diploma in Accounting, and the Professional Diploma in Accounting. Each level builds on knowledge from the previous level. So in most cases, learners will start with the Foundation Certificate in Accounting and then progress to the next 2 levels. It is possible to start at the Advanced Diploma in Accounting level, but this is only appropriate if learners have previously studied accounting or have relevant work experience of working in an accounting role. If you are unsure of the level that's best for you to start at, then contact your local FI office and our team will be happy to give you guidance on the appropriate entry level. The Foundation Certificate in Accounting is the first level of the AAT qualification. The Foundation Certificate in Accounting introduces learners to the fundamental principles of accounting. There are 4 core units to the certificate, which each introduce different aspects of accountancy, and the certificate is completed with a synoptic examination which tests elements from all of the core units and tests the skills needed to start a successful career in accountancy. Bookkeeping Transactions introduces learners to the double entry bookkeeping system and the associated documents and processes. Learners will be able to recognise key financial documents, will know how to record them in the books of prime entry, and then transfer this information into a double entry bookkeeping system. Bookkeeping Controls builds on this double entry knowledge, and learners will understand how to make adjustments to financial records. Elements of Costing introduces different types of costs and how they behave. This unit builds the foundation for management accounting and decision making across the rest of the AAT qualification. Using accounting software teaches learners how to use a computerized accounting system. This involves taking financial transactions and using a piece of accounting software, recording these transactions to produce meaningful financial information. Finally, the synoptic assessments will ask learners to take knowledge gained from the bookkeeping and the elements of costing units and apply them in a practical working environment. The synoptic assessment does have its own syllabus content in addition to material from the earlier units. All of the exams at this level are computer-based. The core papers can be taken at any time with a pass mark of 70%. The synoptic exam can only be taken in certain weeks during the year. These are set by the AAT, and results for the synoptic exam can take up to 6 weeks to be received. The majority of the core papers will give you a result on the day that you sit it. The second level of the AAT qualification is the Advanced Diploma in Accounting. The Advanced Diploma in Accounting has 5 units that will be examinable. There are 4 core units and a synoptic assessment that examines the content of 3 of the first core papers, but also has its own content in ethics and using spreadsheet software. Advanced Bookkeeping Transactions is one of the core units at this level and builds on the double entry accounting knowledge from the previous level. In Advanced Bookkeeping Transactions, learners will need to make adjustments that accountants make at the end of a financial period. These are adjustments for depreciation, for accruals, prepayments, and for inventory. Students will also need to make adjustments for errors that have been made in the double entry bookkeeping process. Final accounts preparation builds on the knowledge learned in Advanced Bookkeeping Transactions. Final accounts preparation takes a set of financial records that have been adjusted for those month-end adjustments, and learners will understand how to turn these financial records into a set of financial statements for either a sole trader or a partnership, paving the way for limited company accounts in the next level. Management Accounting Costing teaches learners a variety of methods to calculate the cost of manufacturing products and then decisions that need to be made with this information. These decisions centre around which products should be produced, what price should be charged, and how many items should be produced given a number of manufacturing constraints. Indirect tax introduces the UK VAT system. Learners will understand the different rates of VAT, how to calculate VAT, and how businesses operate within the VAT system. This unit culminates with the production of a VAT return. The synoptic assessment in the Advanced Diploma in Accounting covers material from Advanced Bookkeeping Transactions, from Final Accounts Preparation, and from Management Accounting Costing. In addition, students need to understand the ethical framework that as professional accountants they need to act within, and also how to use a spreadsheet piece of software. All 4 of the core exams at the Advanced Diploma in Accounting can be taken on demand, and results will be released very shortly after the exam is taken. The final synoptic exam can only be taken in certain weeks during the year. These are laid out by the AAT, and results from this synoptic exam are released within 6 weeks of the exam being taken. The final level of the AAT qualification is the Professional Diploma in Accounting. At this level, learners have 4 compulsory exams that they must take, and then can choose 2 exams from 5 possible options. The compulsory exams are Management Accounting Budgeting, Management Accounting Decision and Controls, and Financial Statements of Limited Companies. Once these 3 exams are completed, learners will then need to complete the synoptic assessment. The optional exams can be taken at any time. Usually they'll be taken before starting the core papers or after the synoptic assessment has been completed. The exams at this level of the qualification move away from simply being able to do calculations and ask learners to explain the techniques that they are applying. In management accounting budgeting, learners are expected to be able to calculate a budget, but they will also need to provide written explanations to show why they produced a budget, what the budget means, and how management could take action as a result of the analysis that they've done. Management accounting decision and controls looks at the performance of an organisation and assesses whether a business is over or underperforming, and learners will be asked to recommend courses of action to correct any shortfalls in performance. Financial statements of limited companies builds on the accounting units from the previous two levels and applies them to limited companies, both small and groups of limited companies, and learners will understand how to produce a set of financial statements for different sizes and types of limited company. The synoptic assessment pulls together information from these three core units and combines it with additional syllabus areas on systems and controls. This synoptic assessment must be taken after these three units. Students must also choose 2 optional units from the 5 available. The 5 optional units are personal tax, business tax, credit management, cash and treasury management, and external auditing. The choice of these units can be made based on a student's work experience. So, if you work in personal tax and you complete tax returns, it will make sense to do the personal tax exam. Students may also choose a unit because they enjoyed a prior unit that leads on to this. So, cash and treasury management has got techniques that students will have seen in the previous budgeting units. So if a student enjoyed budgeting, then cash and treasury management may be an option they would want to take a look at. If you're unsure as to which option to choose, the team at FI are always happy to help and give guidance to help make this decision. The exams at the Professional Diploma in Accounting level, again, are all computer-based. However, all of the exams at this level will take up to 6 weeks to process and for a result to be released. We hope you found this guide useful and answered some of your questions about starting your AAT studies. If you do still have questions and you need some guidance, please don't hesitate to call one of our FI centres where our customer service team or one of our expert tutors will be happy to answer any queries you have.